Hi guys, so, boy, has it been a day already, guys. So, I worked for like 5.5 hours at the first spot and everything, and then the boss man was like, hey, remember, taking everyone out to lunch and everything, and I was like, oh, when's that happening? He's like, 11 o'clock, and I'm like, it's almost 11 o'clock, and everything, and I'm like, where's this lunch gonna happen? And he goes, Lincoln City. So, guys, then I was like, alright, well, I gotta stop what I'm doing, get rid of this and everything, button everything up. And then I drove all the way to Lincoln City and everything. And then I get to the whole lunch thing and everything. And he goes, hey, so do you like that I bought you lunch today? And I said, well, it's the company buying me lunch. It's not you and everything. I was like, this ain't coming out of your pocket and everything. And he goes, oh, well, can you work Saturday possibly? And I was like, what? And everything. He's like, yeah, you only have to work like a half day or something and everything. And I'm like, so now we're working Saturday, guys. And I was like, cheers. And he goes, oh, by the way, you don't have to go to this one spot, but could you go to Ray's today? And I was like, all the way in Walport? I was like, we're in Lincoln City right now. So guys, there's a time lapse of me driving all the way to Lincoln City, and a time lapse of me driving all the way here to Walport, except I had to stop in at the Fred Meyer gas station in Newport because I was like, oh, dang, I need gas and everything. So, I had to get some gas. Now we're in Walport and everything. But, definitely going to be doing some overtime today because, that lunch was a little bit too long. And, I had to drive all the way there just for the lunch and everything, like 40-some minutes and everything, 45 minutes, something like that and everything. But, yeah, tell you what, guys, it's going to be another long day. Hey, at least I'm drinking that new Liberty and Justice for Apple Rain. It's pretty good. Check it out if you can find it where you at and everything. I did go to the $1.25 store and I got this guy right here, but it's not good at all, guys. Not good at all. Pass on that and everything. So that was not good at all and everything, that drink. But yeah, tonight we got Monday Night Raw. Should be interesting. It's just gonna be really just another day. Hope you enjoy all these time lapses because this vlog is basically just all time lapses. I might compile the time lapses and put them all together and everything, because tell you what. Anyway, gotta work this spot and then another spot in Newport. So enjoy the time lapse back to Newport, and hopefully all you out there are doing well. Stay tuned for what happens when we get off work. Hi guys, just another long day and everything. But the sun definitely came out today, so I'm all like, and everything, tell you what, and everything. But guys, so what I forgot to tell you the other day is the Seahawks, they finally got sold and everything. And the guy that bought them, he was a big minority shareholder of the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. So all those people were like, dang, the 49ers can't beat the Seahawks, so they just go and buy them and everything. But then I was like, people, they sure to jump to conclusions and everything. So the guy has to sell all of his shares of the 49ers before the sale, or before he buys the Seahawks and everything. So I guess you can't own two NFL teams and everything. And plus, both of these NFL teams are in the same division, and he'd probably just rob Peter to pay Paul and everything, So, But anyway, guys, I thought that was interesting, so I was like, I gotta remember to tell the peoples about that. So anyway, guys, that's all we got to talk about for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed all the time lapses up and down the central Oregon coast. Keep spreading the good vibes only, and I'll see you in the next one.